my actually, before I get started here, guys, I'm going to roll through this, and I'm doing this because we're using a lot of them as training tools. So if you haven't seen some of the things that are in there, be sure you look at them afterwards. But I want you to know that a lot of these things that we're doing, we're recording them because we're making we're making a startup library, and with the library, one of the main reasons why. I'm doing that is because it's just so you guys can send your people to it right afterwards. So I'll get logged in here first, and then I'll get it rolling. All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Boyle, and this morning we're going to go through something that's super important. And this is something that not only should you be going through this, but it's something that right when you bring people in, you really need to help them understand the importance of them going through this as well. The importance of getting started right in network marketing cannot be understated. But as I say that, I want you to know that if you didn't get started right, this is the training for you. And this is really how to get started, how to use some of these amazing tools that we've put in place for you, and also to make sure that you can not only do it for yourself, but you can replicate and duplicate this for your team. A lot of times, and it doesn't matter if I'm in Kazakhstan, Belgium, Canada, Mexico, the United States, building the different groups that I have, everybody wants to know, okay, I'm in, so now what do I do? I'm in, so now what? Well, the first thing is welcome and congratulations. But welcome and congratulations only get you so far. I want to help you have the confidence and also the knowledge of what you need to do for you to get started. The first thing you need to understand, we're always talking about owning your life. And owning your life is very important because network marketing is one of the best ways to create true freedom. Not just because it's so affordable to get in compared to a normal business, but it gives you the ability to have the time and money to do what you want when you want to do it. Compared to a traditional business that will own you, you truly have the ability, if you do it right, to have the time and money to do what you want when you want to do it. And I continue to work hard, even though my income has gone up precipitously in the last couple of years. I still work hard, but now I'm able to do it on my time. I'm able to do it when I want to. And it's a huge difference compared to a traditional business and the different businesses that I've owned where the business owned me. But I want you to understand, if you're going to start right, and if you want to own your life, you have to treat this like a business. And one of the best ways to do that is to have a business plan. A lot of times in business, in network marketing, you get in and you think you can just throw mud against the wall and you're instantly going to be successful, and that's just not right. You also hear sometimes people will say slow and steady wins the race. And I also want to debunk some of those myths this morning and show you some of the tools that are completely at your disposal. But if you've been on any of the different things I've done in the past, I always like to give you an understanding of why we're doing it. And this 90-day plan is really important for your brand new people. And not just your brand new people, but for the people in your business that may not be performing currently. And the first way that you do that, and one of the most important things that you need to understand, is you need to understand why people don't perform. Motivated people, people that get in your business, that commit to you and say, I want to do this. There's certain reasons why they don't do it. First of all, they don't know what to do. So I'm going to start talking about some of the things that you can do to help them know, and the people watching this for the first time to know what to do. Second thing is, I want to help you understand how to do it, why you should do it, and then I want you to be able to overcome your obstacles. These are the reasons why people don't perform right now. They're motivated, they want to do something, but they start to become paralyzed with fear because they don't know what to do. And then there's another reasons why people quit. And this is why I want to absolutely crush some of these bad expectations today. People will quit because of false expectations, whether you do it or whether you do it on accident. The people are not prepared prior to joining for the rejection, and you are selling them instead of inspiring them, and finally you bring them in weekly versus as a business owner. So I want to go through these different things with you today and show you the different tools that you can use to be able to crush the excuses to quit. Now, I will be clear, you're still going to have people quit, but I want to be able to help you decrease that number. As humans, just please understand that people are going to have things come up in their life, and when things come up in their life, people quit. But what I want to do is I want you to be able to save a higher percentage of the people that are in your group to help them understand what they need to do to be successful. So this training should be taught to your new entrepreneurs in their first week in business. In fact, you should probably try to do it with them their first day in business, because you want to set them out on the right path right when they start. It should be taught to members that are not getting the results that they desire, and then it should be taught to qualified entrepreneurs that are experiencing success. So you have to understand that it should only be taught from the people that are actually achieving the success. You may think, well, then what do I do if I haven't achieved it? That's why we've got this presentation recorded, so you can go through it with your person, your brand new person, to walk through it with them step by step. And the last one is, this is to improve duplication, so correct principles are taught and reinforced frequently. That's what this is supposed to do. This is supposed to help crush the false expectations, to teach the person what to do and where to get the answers. So guys, to achieve success with this business, you need to understand that we're going to talk about the basics. And one of the worst things that you can do when we talk about the basics is for somebody to say, I know, I've heard that, I got it, I know. Because there's a great quote by Stephen Covey. It says, to know and to not to do is really to not know. So you have to ask yourself, do you know it, but are you doing it? So as we go through these today, it's not just a matter of if you know this, it's a matter of practicing these and implementing them into your business. Because here are the basic concepts of achieving success. Who do you listen to? How teachable are you? That's the teachability index, and the training balance scale. This is to prepare you and your brand new people to understand what path that you start on mentally. These are some mental concepts right in the beginning. So first of all, who do you listen to? You listen to the people who have what you want, and even better, you listen to the people who have been where you are now. That's why we talk about stories so frequently. That's why we give our testimonies. That's why we walk people through it, because oftentimes people don't understand how broke many of the leaders were, how desperate many of the leaders were, how much failure many of the leaders had. So you listen. You do not listen to anybody that's going to give you advice if they haven't achieved what you want to achieve. That is first and foremost. Even an upline sponsor, if that upline sponsor hasn't achieved yet what it is that you want to achieve, you need to be able to go to a place like this presentation, events that we put on, and listen to the people who have what you want. Because many times in the beginning, you need to understand that a brand new person is going to bring in other people. And that person wants to teach them everything that they should do, but the best thing they should be doing is getting them in front of some of the most successful people and utilizing those resources, and I'll talk more about that later. The next thing is, how teachable are you? Are you willing to do new things? Are you willing to accept change? Many times as I bring people in fact, I've been working with different prospects, and the prospects will tell me how to do network marketing, but they haven't been successful in years, or they've never been successful in network marketing. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up these preconceived notions that you have? And are you willing to invest time and money into achieving your goals? Because if you're not very teachable. If you're not willing to accept change as it comes in the marketplace, you're not going to be successful. So these are just kind of a scales. If you are willing to learn, but you're not willing to accept change, your teachability index, as you can see on the bottom, if it's a scale of 1 to 10, if you're a 10 on willing to learn and a 0 on willing to accept change, you're not going to learn. You really will not. You have to give certain things up, like television, bad habits, and even listening to the wrong people. And if you will accept the change, and if you're willing to do these different things, you then have a better chance of success. A lot of times there's people that come to the calls, that come to the meetings, that know just about everything, but yet they won't accept change in their life, or they won't give certain things up. As a result, they will not succeed. It's really straightforward. Then here's something that is super important. The how. I'm going to go through some of the hows of how to do the business today. I'm going to give you some of those. But understand that the how is not nearly as important as the why. Most of the time, people will spend all of their time on the how. But this is not the best way for you to achieve success. It's absolutely not. If you start to focus on the why, excitement will come in. Passion will return to your business, and passion will return to your life. However, when you focus so much on the how, it becomes mundane, it becomes boring, and it becomes something that's difficult for you to continue to do. But the focus on the why will energize you and absolutely move you in the right way. If the why is big enough, the how becomes easy. So guys, we are in the business of building people. We are absolutely in the business of building people. So it is your duty, if you bring people in, to teach them what to do, how to do it, why they should do it, and then give them the empowerment to overcome the obstacles. You can see I'm changing this as we go along. Because in the beginning, that's why they didn't perform. Now we're going to show you how they perform. And if you're not willing to invest this time, if you will not be a good sponsor, do not bring people into the business. And it's not a matter of knowing everything. It's a matter of promoting events, calls, tools that will give them that information. It is really your duty, if you're in the business of enrolling people and activating them in the business, to give them the proper information. You cannot force them to do it, but it is your duty to put them in a situation where they can choose if they're going to do it or not. Because this is why. Here's some stats that you need to keep in mind. And this is why many of you are not succeeding. Ask yourself as I go through these, are you implementing these into your business? So first of all, 65% of the people that you bring in the business are going to lack confidence. It's going to be one of their top 3 challenges to succeed. So that's why we give them these tools, these instructions, and this knowledge to help them overcome that lack of confidence. Next, 90% of the 150,000 people becoming a network marketer this week will receive 0 guidance from their sponsor. Guys, it's not a matter of knowing everything. In fact, most people within network marketing have not achieved success. So it doesn't mean that you have to give them all this knowledge. It means that you show them where to get it. That's one of the most important things, and that's also why we have rxplus.com. We have an entire library of past webinars, and we frequently conduct those during the week so you can ask the questions of the top performers who put those webinars on. Next one, 90 to 95% of your representatives are failing to take any kind of action. You wonder why your business isn't growing. It's because your people aren't doing anything. So it starts first with the person in the mirror. Are you taking action? If you're taking action, the likelihood of finding other people that will do the same will substantially increase. Today, what we're doing right now, this actually doesn't even count as taking action. Taking action is spending time with a new prospect or a brand new person to help them bring people in. Today is essential because you'll learn, but this doesn't count as taking action. Action is actually introducing people to products, introducing people to the company. Next one, you want to be successful? Start teaching other people, mentoring other people. And in the beginning, you will not have that much to give. But one of the best things that you can do as a mentor is to encourage people to attend the places where the mentors will be. And as you start to grow, as you start to see success, as you push through some of the failures, you will become qualified to be a mentor. You want to succeed? Teach others. Here's the next one. You want to succeed? Get a mentor. And somebody asked me before, where do I get a mentor? Well, the fact is that some of the most successful people in the business make themselves available. If you have someone that's available, make sure that you do not bombard them with texts and calls and things like that so regularly that it's difficult for them to help you. But understand that there's answers almost everywhere. Look for the answers, but also make sure that you, when you're with that mentor, that you're respecting that person, because the fact is, if you have a good mentor, you're 500% more likely to succeed than a person without a mentor. And if you're involved in a relationship, or if you're involved in a business that has this mentor-protege relationship, 20% less likely for people to leave the organization. That's why we are setting these things up, because we're in the business of building people. If you don't build your people, please understand, it's highly unlikely that they will build the business. This is important. In order for you to succeed and for you to take on more than 12 people, you're going to start to diminish your ability to be successful. One person can only effectively mentor 12 people. It is your duty to then start to teach other people how to do this, how to teach other people how to be a mentor. And what's so beautiful about network marketing is that we have this built in when we do it properly. And it is who is going to step up, who is going to be one of those people that help others. Because one person can only do 12, and if you have an organization of thousands and thousands of people, you cannot mentor all of them. You're in the business of building other people, and those people build other people, and your business becomes profitable. So be willing to start your people right, or don't introduce them to the business, because they will become a casualty. If you just think that you can bring them in and all of a sudden an email is going to introduce them to the business, because you can see even for the different webinars that I put on, you betcha I promote them. But if you really want your business to grow, you should be calling the people. Hey, are you going to that Las Vegas event? Hey, are you on this webinar? Hey, did you listen to this? It is your job to introduce them to the material. Because if not, you're doing them a disservice, and it's highly unlikely that they're going to succeed. So let's remove some obstacles now. Let me give you some specific instances and examples of what you can do to remove obstacles. And one of the first things that you can do is help that brand new person believe in network marketing. One of the best ways to do that, and it's in the income system right now, is listen to somebody who has what you want. Well, Tim Sells has what so many people want. He has time flexibility and he has money flexibility. And Tim has a wonderful video that we recorded and we put a presentation to it. It's 53 minutes, but he will walk you through some amazing things to help people understand and believe in network marketing. And it's simply called Network Marketing Simplified with Tim Sells. And I'll show you exactly where to find that. Tim teaches your new rep for you. Your first prospect must be sold on network marketing before the company. What is network marketing? How to determine if a business is legal. That way a person's not going to have these doubts. Hey, is this legal what I'm doing? And what's wrong with it? It's okay to tell people what's wrong with it because they already know. And then what's right with it? Is it professional? I remember taking my father, who was a judge, to my first network marketing meeting. And I was so nervous. Was it going to be professional? You have to understand, and you have to be a part of helping make it be professional. And then, can a person make money with network marketing? That's all very important stuff. Let me show you where to find this. If you go, you have to have the top package to be able to have these. But you go to Sales Tools, this is the income system right here. Go to Video Manager, and just go right in here and we'll find Tim Sells. Type it in, Tim Sells and Network Marketing Simplified, right there. So if you want to share that with somebody, say you've got a person in your group, make sure that you hit Generate Prospects, add the person to your group. You can make a category with your team in it if you like. For me, I've got my RX team right here. I would put that person into it, and there's not any videos associated with that, but once they're in there, go to My Contacts and send myself an email. And it's very easy to do these different things. So right here, send email. I have a lot of emails already pre-made, but for this one, I told you I want to send the video to me. So right here, I'm just going to put, I'll find it right here on a lot of different ones that you can choose from to send on to your new people, but right there, it's going to bring up the ability for me to send a link. Well, for sake of simplicity, I'll just put the link in right there. Whoops. Insert link. I actually got to do that. Hit insert, and it's already in there. So now I just have to send the email, type what I want, hit send email, and close. Fact is, guys, it's very easy for you to be able to send on some of these messages to them. But that's one of the first things that you need to do, is make sure that you send to the brand new person what they need to know. Why do I believe that you should send it rather than me making a campaign right off the bat? Well, it's important that it comes from you. It's important that they understand that when they come in, they should be doing the same thing. It's really important for you to be able to do and say the right things from the beginning, and you can just take this webinar that we're doing today and use it as an example of what to do and how to do it. Here's the next one. Tim and other people are more credible than you. So why should you send a video of Tim rather than you copying Tim's presentation, writing it down, and making a presentation for yourself? It's because Tim is more qualified. Your people are going to listen to him before they'll listen to you. And if you do your job properly and edify Tim as one of the most successful network marketers in the history of network marketing, then he will even have more credibility. It is so important that you understand this important dance, if you will, of making the person more credible by giving them edification. Guys, he will do magic for your business if you prepare your people for him. And it's very easy to share these different videos with people. Here's what I tell you. Right when you come in, you need to understand that you do not have to be everything for everybody. Resign your position as general manager of the universe. The fact is you're not credible in the beginning. You're not. I don't even unless you're a multi-millionaire business owner right when you come in, or a very important public figure, you're not going to have credibility with your people. So resign your position as general manager of the universe and let Tim do some of the work for you. Help them understand by putting them with Tim. Now let's set the people up right in the beginning on how to make money. Everybody's heard this metaphor before. Over 80% of the shuttle's fuel is used to take off. So are you willing to sprint for the next 30 days? I did an analysis of my business right when I first came in. In the first 3 months, 2 to 3 months, I made approximately 700 phone calls. 700 in my first few weeks in the business. I believe it was over a 9 to 10 week period of time. 700. And I didn't see instant results from that. But over a 9-month period of time after that, because I did not keep that pace up indefinitely. That's a absolute rabid pace. But because of what I did in those first weeks of the business, I was able to optimize 2 separate lines in my business. And those have paid me, those 2 lines alone have paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars. My wife and I have now made over $1 million in commissions in this business. Over $1 million in commissions over just a few short years. And that is a result of 700 phone calls. So I have made a commitment to myself. I've gotten what I'm going to show you ready today, and now I have the ability to give this to a brand new person that you can see I'm sharing today. And I have the ability to focus again on 700 more calls. You may think, is he really going to do it? Dang right I'm going to do it. I did the math on it, and it was really simple. That sprint in the beginning absolutely brought in enormous momentum to my group over a period of time. Those seeds that I planted started to bear fruit, some of them 9 months later. But it absolutely revolutionized my income. It was amazing to see all the income that came from that specific sprint that I did. So let me talk to you about taking massive and immediate action right when you come in the business, and if you've been in the business for a while, rededicating yourself to taking massive and immediate action. And I'm not talking making presentations, I'm not talking making websites, I'm not even talking making trainings. I now feel completely comfortable that we have what we need. And even with this presentation that I'm doing with you right now, I will take it and I will forward it to my people. And I will say, watch this. The reason being is this is what I want the people to know what I did to help my wife and I make over $1 million in commissions. You must take massive and immediate action, and this came from Bill Gates. And it's the answer that he gave Larry King when Larry King said to him, what did you do? How did you have so much success with Microsoft? He said, I took massive, immediate action. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you're in the right place at the right time and have the vision, but don't take action, you'll never be successful. So there's so many people that are on the call, and me included, as I start to have different rough spots in my business, or I'm not having the momentum that I wanted or I truly desire, I have to ask myself, am I taking massive immediate action? Well, it's massive and immediate action. I'll show you at a minimum what massive and immediate action. And I don't believe that this is quite massive. I believe what I did in those first weeks of 700 calls, that's massive. This is a minimum. 5 to 10 hours of prospecting and following up per week for 4 weeks minimum. After that, a minimum of 5 hours a week prospecting each week for the next 8 weeks. And you must connect within those 8 weeks, and preferably 4 weeks, 100 people. Reconnect with 100 people. We have a great training by Stefan Page about connecting with people with Facebook. Your Facebook, you have 400. The average person has close to 400 friends in Facebook. So connect with them. Don't sell to them. Connect with them. And you'll see with that training how it is that you can start to introduce people to the business and then start to use this system to be able to do it. Use the income system after you've connected to help follow up and activate new reps and customers. The income system will not close your people for you, but it gives you the most critical piece of information that you need, which is, are they interested or not? And how do you know if they're interested? They will watch the video. They will open the email. They will re-watch the video. They will reopen an email. But you must follow up. The system will follow up for you, but you have to get them on the phone. The nice thing now is a person, you can see if they've watched the video, you can get your upline on with you if you're not comfortable. And then here's the next thing. Attend all team webinars, weekly and group meetings. If you have a group meeting that's within driving distance, what's driving distance? Minimum 4 hours. And there's so many economical flights now to get to places. Get to where people are. Get to where those mentors are. That's when you will start to see success. Here's the next part of massive and immediate action. Get ready for action. Get ready for it. Come on. I don't even know how to say to you other than get ready for rejection. There's not a single top leader in anything. I'm not just talking network marketing. I'm talking even everything. You are rejected. Heck, my 3-year-old won't let me give him a kiss sometimes. Rejection is a part of life. And the fact is not everybody wants to make more money. Not everybody wants to make a change. And those who do sometimes are too blind to see what you have. In the beginning, the majority, especially if you're going to be doing massive and immediate action, the majority of friends and family will not see what you see. And some people you care about may even laugh at you. Well, deal with it. Just deal with it. If you want to own your life, if you want to have the time and money to do what you want, when you want to do it, be prepared to screw this up, and also be prepared to be mocked. I get it. This Ray Higdon, the guy that's going to be speaking on one of our next events, listen to what he said. Get rejected or bust. You need to understand not everyone will understand your new journey. And almost every top earner is going to face a lot of rejection. And here's what I love. I love this one. If you want to build a serious cash-producing team, you will have to follow a possible temporary damage to your social image. I remember after being in Amway for years, which I learned so much, and I had some success there. I went to law school, my third year of law school. My buddy calls me and asks me, will you help me? I just started a network marketing company. I need you to help me. I remember saying to him, I did not go to law school to get back involved with network marketing. That's exactly how I said it. The fact is, I make more money than I don't even know if there's anybody in my law school class that makes the money that I do now. Thank goodness I lowered myself to get involved with network marketing. Now I have a dream home. I have excess money at the end of the month. And the fact is that I thought I had to damage my social image. Get over yourself, people. Lower your self-image so you can have what you truly desire. Hopefully that came across right. You are out of the game if you don't understand this. You're out. You're out. If you want to have what you really desire, you may have to make some sacrifices. And that is admitting that you're in a business that can be super profitable. That burn, that's hard. Next one, guys. How to make money. How to make money. The power of 4. Do not talk to your new people about the compensation plan in detail. I tell people that I was making more than $10,000 a month before I truly understood the compensation plan with RX. And I swear to you that is true. My wife, my poor wife, made the mistake of asking me to go through the entire compensation plan with her the other day. After 30 minutes on one of the principles of the compensation plan, I finally just said, I can't teach this anymore. I cannot teach this anymore. In fact, I think for a period we both disliked each other so much that it was the kind of thing that we both had to walk out of the room. Guys, the compensation plan is easy in the beginning because you do not need to know the intricacies of it. Once you start to make $10,000, I think you owe it to yourself to start focusing on it. But it's simple. We teach people to simply replace their old brands and solve their problems. We do it with nutrition, weight management, air purification, natural skin and body, anti-aging, pain management, and relaxation. Guys, we are simply replacing the old brands with a new one. And if you do this through the power of 4, if you teach your new people to go gold, you must teach them this because they only have to activate 4 personal members or reps. 4 people on auto delivery, and it must be done in 8 weeks. Teach this to people. If you have not mentioned this to your new person, then you are making a mistake. And the fact is sometimes you'll tell a person, they go, oh, I know. So why haven't you done? The fact is that get over yourself, and they have to get their first 4 in 8 weeks because then you get something that's called matching, bonus, and perpetuity. It's great. There's no qualifications after that. But if you miss it, make sure that the person knows that they have to have 4 personally enrolled members to get a key piece of the compensation plan, which is the bonus. The matching bonus is huge. This is a very important thing to get in front of your new person. The power of 4 is absolutely essential because I'm going to show you using the power of 4 how to make $500 a month. Simple math. You guys ready? This is if you're in a 100-point market. 4 personally enrolled reps, active personally enrolled reps, with 36 reps and customers spread amongst them over 4 lines that give you 2,700 points and 3 pay lines, $405 in base commissions, and approximately $100 in team lead bonus. $500. That's what you have to do. But your job, your goal is 4, not 40, 4, and you'll make $500. That's good. Let's do another one. A 75-point market. It's a few more people, 50 reps. Your goal, 4. Amongst 4 different lines, that's 2,800 points and 3 pay lines, $420 in base commission, and boom, $78 in team lead bonus, and you have approximately $500. Anybody who says to me, that's nothing, that's only $500, what's that going to give me? A lot. And let me give you some perspective, my dear friends. This is patience, not get rich quick. A doctor takes 15 years to become a doctor. $166,000 in debt, and here's a very sad thing. A new survey of doctors says less than half would choose a career in medicine if they had to do it all over again. They don't have a life after 15 years of school. Imagine that. A McDonald's franchise owner. It takes $2.5 million to start, and they will not even consider you unless you have $750,000 in liquid assets, not hard assets, not property and different things like that. You have to have basically $750,000 cash to be considered for a franchise. And then the training can take 6 to 24 months, and then they say that the average owner is making, after McDonald's owning them, about 150 grand per year in the beginning. 150 grand after you've laid out $2.5 million. Guys, this is patience, not get rich. I am setting expectations for in the beginning that if you will do this, this is a faster course than being a doctor, faster course than being a McDonald's owner. This is a way to get rich, but don't expect it in 2 weeks. Expect a learning curve. Expect to do what you have to do. If you go right off the bat, and if you have the ability to go out and get hundreds of customers right off the bat, congratulations. And I would tell you, continue to do that because it's phenomenal. But if you want to create mailbox money, the ability to create real residuals, focus on 5 committed reps and get your customers as you go. The fact is teaching 5 people to replicate what you're doing, to mentor them, to give them your time in the beginning, but they eventually have to grow up and do it themselves. But it is your duty to share this webinar with them. Show them what they need to do, and this will create the most unbelievable income you've ever seen. Most unbelievable income. My sister and her husband came over this morning, and I woke up to a drone just outside my window. And this drone was photographing and videoing the mist coming off of my pond, and my sister was out in our pasture filming the horses with their breath coming out in the cold morning. I just had to pinch myself for a minute and say, 7 years ago when I was completely and totally dead broke, I never would have imagined that people would think that my house is cool enough. As I come in now, people are taking pictures in my driveway for their senior pictures and their wedding. This week, 4 people have had to move their cars because in my driveway, they're taking pictures for weddings and for senior pictures. And I just have to think, that's fast. 7 years from being hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to people thinking that where I live is someplace that they want to put lifetime memories. Patience, not get rich, guys. The next one, what's the value of sponsoring 2 senior officers? Pretty straightforward. A weekly base commission of $2,000. This is what I did when my first few weeks of training or of being in the business. 700 calls. This is what it produced for me. A weekly commission of $2,000 weekly, guys. And these are estimates, but this is about what mine followed. I bet you could ask your upline, and it follows very similar to what it would mean to getting 2 personally enrolled senior officers in 2 different lines. A matching bonus on 6 levels of $1,500, a weekly income position bonus of $300 approximately, and monthly savings bonus after you get up to the $10,000 of $1,200. What does that equal? It's $4,200 a week, or approximately $4,000 a week, approximately $19,000 a month when you throw in that savings bonus, and $228,000 a year for 700 calls in a matter of weeks. Are you willing to take massive and immediate action? If not, slow and steady will slowly and steady kill you. It will make you impatient, and you'll say, why isn't this not growing? And that's why I'm saying I am taking this training that I did, and I'm going to implement it. And even some of the people that I've spent all this time mentoring, because I spent a lot of time on the phone mentoring my people, they may find me a little bit less available the next 30 days. Why? Because I am fuel injecting my business. Because I want to be able to not just do what you see on the screen here, because when you know the compensation plan, You do that again, and it's not just an additional $228,000 raise. It's significantly more than that. That's the power of 4, the compound effect of our compensation plan. Next thing, understand the basics of X Office. Here's the big one, the same way with the compensation plan. Do not overcomplicate this X Office. Do not teach a person how to read every single report. Do not take them through a 2-hour training. Do not. When a person starts to make about $1,000 a week, they probably should figure out a lot of the reports in there. But the fact is if you start people off with that, you're making a huge mistake. You're going to get a person that's going to think that they're going to be building their business because they're spending 3 hours learning how to use the back office. Forget about it. Teach them how to make a product order for you or a customer. Activate, show them how to activate a new rep or customer and how to activate a replicated site, and then stop. Stop. That's enough. That's enough. It's the same thing with the comp plan. Teach them enough for them to be successful, and then tell them to focus their energy, their creativity into taking massive and immediate action, not massive and immediate education. This webinar, this training is enough in the beginning to get them rolling. Now what do? You take them into the income system again, sign them up for the income system, and have themselves send, even themselves, this video. It's a great video. We cleaned it up to make sure that everything's legal on it instead of some of the images that were on there before. This is completely usable now with the public. No compromise on ingredients with Deanna Latson. It's the same way as I sent that video with Tim. Send it to your new person along with Dr. Strand, Dr. Ray Strand, and the importance of supplements. These are the names of these videos. In 41 minutes, you will see, even with a great diet, an organic, 100% organic, which nobody eats, but that I know of, it's almost impossible. A 100% organic diet, you still need to supplement. There's people on this call that have done similar types of trainings, and the fact is this, is that a 100% organic diet still is missing some things. So you could tell a person, you could try telling your mother why she needs to change her diet, or you could put a doctor in front of your mother, and the doctor will help you do it. And this video by Deanna Latson, if you do not feel her passion at the end of this video, send it to yourself and watch it, and you will see that it's not even that high of a quality of video production, but you feel her passion, and you will see, oh my gosh, I'm at the right place at the right time. Send those 2 videos to the people, and they will know that every product they take that has the RX seal of approval on it, you'll know that they're taking a quality product. Next one, product or compensation plan driven versus the opportunity company. Why do we call ourselves the opportunity company instead of the wellness company? Or who knows what else you could call it. This is where you share from the income system this video. Own your life opportunity. Many people will get in as a result of this very simple 11-minute video that has off-the-charts watch rate, but have them now focus on why we focus on brands instead of the name RX. Why do we focus not on the compensation plan, but the opportunity to represent different things, such as opportunities, such as weight management, such as skin and health, body care, so on and so forth. Have the person watch for that, and you will understand why it is that we call ourselves the opportunity company. So guys, the fact is that you have to know what's the what. The what, the why, and the how. The why is simple. Why are you in this with them? Go with the person. Walk down that path with them. Why are you in this? What makes you excited to be in the business? Really, what makes you excited? The what is all in front of you, all of these different things. This is what you share with them. The how, the income system is a very simple way to do it. When you help them focus on these specific things, the what, the how, and the why, all of a sudden obstacles start to absolutely fall away in front of them. It is really so simple with a couple of videos, starting the person off right, getting their belief intact, showing them how to send these videos to themselves, how to send it to prospects, how to use the income system, how to use these tools in the income system will revolutionize the way that your people approach the business. And then this is what you need to focus on week in and week out. Every single week you should be focusing on the 8 steps to success. The 8 steps to success focus on the what, the how, and the why every single week. The what, the how, and the why. The why? Defining a dream that ignites passion. How? You make commitments. And what are those commitments? This is an entire training that we have as well. This is something that your brand new person should go through their very first week in business. Take them through this onboarding process. You don't have to go through the onboarding process every single week. But the 8 steps is something that you should absolutely be integrating into your life, integrating into what you believe, integrating into how you train your people. Let me show you really quickly where all of these different things are. If you go to RX Plus, this is a how, because it has all the different webinar libraries, all of the different things that we have done. The event calendar has the different calls. Right here, you'll see, if you go down, the 8 steps to success in network marketing with Jeffrey Boyle. You don't even have to go through it your first time. You can send your people here. You can send the link to them. You can click on it. Hello. You can even YouTube it to them. Good morning, and you can share it with them. The fact is, guys, is you have the tools that you need. You have the whats. You have the whys. You have the hows. Now the decision is, are you going to share these things with your people? You don't have to know how to do everything. You just have to know how to promote these things, how to promote the events, how to tell them, make sure that you're on these weekly calls. And it's not just with me, it's some of the top income earners in the company. Make sure that you're attending these amazing events that we have, these people that have done it, these mentors that have been successful. And when you start to focus on these things, when you start to focus on doing it the right way and setting expectations from the beginning, you can succeed. You can create a dream that ignites your passion. And here's the important thing. You can do what you love. You can have happiness each day. You can learn to overcome the obstacles. You can be healthy with the products we have. You can be financially secure. And you can love what you do for a living because it provides you the time and money you need to do what you want when you want to do it. Here's the last thing that I'd say, guys. If you can't share this concept of owning your life with friends using our simple-to-use technologies, then you either don't believe it or you don't understand it. So now you can watch and rewatch the different webinars. You can get on to calls like this, and you can have people answer the questions for you. If your upline is failing you, skip that upline and go to another person in the upline that isn't failing you. And also you have enormous capacity, even with our Facebook mastermind, to ask other people questions. But the fact is most people will not do that. So it is your duty to guide them along this path of owning their life. You can succeed. You can achieve the success that you want, and you can own your life. Thank you for being on with me today, and I can't wait to have you doing one of these trainings, to have you be in front of a group of people and talking about what you did to achieve your dreams, because you can do it. I'm just excited I can be a part of it. Talk to you soon.